Alright, so in this particular training, I am going to be telling you and teaching you about hosting and domain name in details, right? I'm going to be teaching you about hosting and domain name in details. So like I said before, hosting is just the space where you put your files. Hosting is just a space where you put your files on the internet. So you have to purchase that particular hosting. You do not get there are free hosting I've showed you before, but they are also paid hosting, and you cannot compare the work of the free hosting to the paid hosting. In fact, there are some scripts that you cannot host with your free hosting. So you need to get a paid hosting and a domain name. So, and also we said that a domain name is the unique identity that is given to the URL of your website. And we have different kind of domain names. And when we come to hosting as a, you'll be buying your hosting and domain name from Hostinasa and Bluehost, right? Bluehost is an international hosting company, while Hostinasa is our own hosting company, right? So, and we are one of the best when it comes to domain name and hosting. So you can either choose to buy from Bluehost or you can either choose to buy from Hostinasa. So whatever choice that you want to go for is also good for you. So as you can see here, you see .com, .net, .org, .com, .ng, and all of that. Can you see all of that? So Hostinasa has everything. So now let's say I want to buy a domain name. I just come here and I will search for the domain name. Now domain name, we have what we call domain extension. We have the .com, we have the .com.ng, we have the .org, we have the .net, right? So we have the .co.uk. So let's say I am looking for this domain. Right? So I'm looking for this domain name. All I will need to do is that what I will just need to do is search. Right? So when you search, you see that Hostinasa will continue to search for that particular domain name, right? So if you continue to search for that particular domain name, if the domain name is available, it's going to tell you that that particular domain name is available. So you can see that congratulations, free web hosting is available. Can you see that for 7,000 naira? .org is also for 7,000 naira. So this is where you have to search. So before you buy a domain name, or if you want to come to me and tell me to help you purchase the domain name, you have to first of all come here and search whether the domain name is available. And you can see congratulations, the domain name is available. So all you need to do is just to click on purchase. So you click on purchase, and then it's going to add to the cart, and it's going to add the domain name. It's going to recognize that you want to purchase the domain name. So you can also do that same process right here from Bluehost. So under this video, you are going to be seeing a link, and that link is my referral on Bluehost. So when you use that particular link, so make sure when you are watching this video, probably you want Bluehost hosting, make sure you are using that particular link, because when you click that link to purchase your domain name and hosting, Bluehost is going to give you a free domain, and they are going to subsidize it for you because I have a referral. So when you go to bluehost.com and you just register, you will not be getting anything. I also will not be getting anything, right? So but when you do that from with my link that I will be giving you, you will be able to get a discount, and also I will get some amount of money paid to me by Bluehost, right? So you see hosting as I said, the domain name is available and it's worth 5,300. But right now the domain name is actually 7,000 naira. We have not updated this to 7,000 naira because of the increment of stuff. So this domain name is not actually 5,300, but it's actually 7,000. So but you can just click add to cart. See that when you click add to cart, it will be added to cart. Then you click on what? Checkout. So you click on checkout. So it's going to take you to the next step. So whatever the domain name you want to purchase, just go there, and then so you see that it has no hosting. Can you see that it has no hosting? So you click say add hosting, click to add hosting. So you have to click on this right now. Can you see that? You have to click on that to add hosting package, because you need the domain name and you also need the hosting. So let's just add that up. Awesome. Can you see that? Awesome. So it has taken us to this. So you see this particular hosting is 7,000 naira for a year, right? 7,000 for a year, 700 naira per month. But if you pay for 1 month, you do not offer 1 month, so you better just go for the 1 year, right? So, and this particular package is good for you. Yes, this particular package is just good for you. So you just click on order now. So can you see that? So when you click on order now, then you got to use the domain name in my card, just say yes, then you click on use. So it's going to process that for you. So my network is a little bit slow. Awesome. So it's going to ask you if you need all of these. Just don't accept anyone, right? Because the more you add, the more money you are paying. So you see light is just say none. Just make sure it's none. You don't need any of that, right? You don't need any of that. You don't need any of that. So you just scroll down and say none. So you have question contact, so you don't need any of that. So then you click here to say so you come here, look at here, it says choose billing cycle. Can you see that? Choose? So make sure you choose here and say annually, right? So you choose here and say annually. So it's going to update to 7,000 naira for that particular hosting. So hosting is 7,000 naira, right? So you do that. And you click on continue. So my network is a little bit slow. Awesome. So then you see that has hosted right now. Then you click on what? You click on continue. So you see that everything is automated right here. So you click on continue. Awesome. Can you see that? So everything you're going to be paying here, you see here is that you want 12,300. But like I told you, domain name has already been increased to 7,000. So everything you're going to be paying is 14,000. But as my students, if you are coming, you can come with 13,000, and I'm going to just register the domain name.com for you, right? I'm just going to register the domain name.com for you. Is that okay? So all you need to do is do checkout. Now you can even still decide not to just follow all of this process, right? You can just chat me on WhatsApp, right? The support number is on the website, so this is the support number. You can just chat me on WhatsApp and send me the domain name and that you want to purchase, and then just make sure you check for the availability of the domain name. And I'm just going to help you purchase that domain name. I usually help people to purchase domain name. In fact, when clients come to you and tell you I want domain name and hosting, make sure you are charging them up to 20,000 naira for their domain name and hosting. And if you are using Bluehost, which is more costly, make sure you are charging them up to 25,000 naira. And if you are using my hosting, make sure you are charging them not less than 18,000 or 17,000 naira, because people will also come to you and tell you they want domain name. So all you need to do is just go ahead and fill this form, right? You fill this form, and when you finish filling the form, all you need to do is just come here and say complete order. But I already have an account, so I can say already have an account. So I can say already have an account, and I'll just enter the account that I already have. So I'll just try to log into the account that I already have. So like I told you before, so you do not need to pass through all of this process. All you need to do is just come to hostingaza.com and do a check for your domain name. And if your domain name is available, all you have to do is just send me that particular domain name that you want to purchase, and I'll go ahead and help you purchase that particular domain name, register the hosting, and send it to you. Now there are also times when you want to purchase a cheaper domain name. So because you see, I told you that the .com domain name is 7,000, but you can also get a cheaper domain name, which is called the .com.ng. So you see that I already have my information right here. Can you see that? So I can just click on complete order using my MasterCard to pay, right? So, but let me take you back to this hosting as again. Let me just show you something. Let me just show you something. So maybe you want a .com.ng domain name, right? So we also have .com.ng domain name, and this domain name is also cheap. So if you are buying .com.ng domain name with your hosting, all the money that you need to send me is just 8,500 naira. So let's say free web developer .com.ng. Can you see that? .com.ng. You can also search for .com.ng. Can you see that? Congratulations, free web developer.com.ng is available. So you can just also click on purchase like that. Can you see that? So we have the .com.ng. We also have the .com. Can you see that? So if you are not buoyant enough, you can also go with the .com.ng, right? You can also go with the, okay, say .com.ng is not available, so I can trick it. I can say free web developers. So anything I want to do, I'll just click on search again. So it's going to tweak that particular domain. Okay, congratulations. Okay, this one is available, but .com.ng is not available. So if you are paying using .com.ng, all you have to send to me is just 8,500 naira, and I will help you do the .com.ng. And if you are doing .com, all you have to send to me is just 14,000 naira, and I will help you register that. So let's try this on Bluehost. So let's go to Bluehost. So when you come to Bluehost, click on the link under this video, right? So you just see this web hosting done. So you click on this. So you will make sure you just choose on that package, and you see basic package where you need one site. You auto renew regular. You see that one website, 50 gig storage, custom theme, and all of that. So you just click on select. So you click on select. You see that. So I will just enter the domain name, free web host training, right? So Bluehost will not give you .com.ng, right? Bluehost will not give you .com.ng. They will only give you all of these. So let's say we want .com, just click on .com and you click on next. So this is very, very simple. You don't need to reinvent your wheel. You don't really need to make it. Can you see that the domain name freewebtraining.com is available? So you have to enter your full name, enter your country, enter your street, enter your city, your zip code. You can put 1234 as a zip code and put your email address here. And just make sure you call me and untick all of these. Untick them that you don't need to remove these. Untick all of these, because this will make your domain name be more expensive, right? Untick that. They enter your credit card, so you don't have issues with your credit card information. So you enter your credit card information, maybe your Bata card or your normal bank card. We also go, so you click on I have agreed and you click on submit. So whichever way you are using to get your domain name and hosting, when you are done, you will be given a username and password, right? You'll be given a username and password, and you'll be given a cPanel login. So your cPanel login will look like this. Let's say the domain name, maybe .com. Let's say this is your domain name that you purchased. Then to now go to the cPanel will now be cPanel. Can you see that? So you now press enter. So this will take you to the cPanel area where you have to now enter the username and password that was given to you. Sometimes when domain name and hosting is set, it also takes about 2 days, up to 24 hours for that particular domain name and hosting to propagate, right? So this is how you can purchase domain name and hosting, and you can also charge your client. And now, when you purchase this domain name and hosting, note that you are purchasing it for 1 year. Right, you are purchasing it for 1 year. So, and the next year you have to work also need to renew, because domain name and hosting, just like you are renting a house, so you have to pay the registrars, every year. So when you are registering this for your client, always let them know that this is for 1 year. Some client will tell you, I have a client who paid me 5 years, so it's good for you. So that is to say, as a web designer, when you design your website for clients, every year these clients come back to you to renew their domain name and hosting. They will always renew, because if they don't renew their domain name and hosting, their site will not be available on the internet, right? Their site will not be available on the internet. So this is how you can purchase domain name and hosting easily. So in our next video, I'll be telling you how to log into this domain name and hosting, how to check your cPanel, how to do email forwarder, how to do create email account, how to do what we call autoresponder, what is Softaculous, and all of that. These are simple terms, and these are simple stuff that you just need to follow up in this video, and you will understand them. But before we go today for this training, I have something that I also want to introduce to you. It's called name list. So there are some times when you lack, let me show you our name list. So there are some times when you lack idea of the particular domain name that you want to purchase, right? So you can just come to name list. Okay, let's say a client comes to you and say, I am into cryptocurrency. So I want you to suggest a domain name for me. Because as a web designer, it's your duty to suggest a domain name for your client. So you have to suggest that domain name, you have to tweak that domain name, you have to ensure that that domain name is available, right? So you can just come to name list and say maybe the client is into cryptocurrency, like I said. So you just say as a crypto investment, then you click on generate. So when you click on generate, you just scroll down and you click on next. So name list, we auto generate names for you. Can you see that? Investment kit, investment buy, prime investment, investment wallet, investments. Can you see that? So name list, we generate name for invest meter, invest code, investment code. So you will now come and now tweak the name. So let's go back to OC Hazard. Let's go back to OC Hazard. So if you are seeing all of these options, so you cannot use this option, of course, that they are giving you, because a lot of people have also come here and they have seen all of these options. Probably they have used them, and all of these options you cannot see them. So look at this one, CryptoCrest. So it's just to give you an idea. So now I cannot come here now and say, let me come here now and say, let me come here. I cannot say, let's go back to the home page, sorry. So I can come here. So don't forget, this is what CryptoCrest. So I cannot add my own tweaking to it. So I'll come here. I cannot say CryptoCrest funding. Can you see that? So you just .com or funding. So you just keep tweaking the names while click on search. You just click. Can you see that? CryptoCrestFunding.com is available. But if I do CryptoCrest, it might not be available. But let's just see if CryptoCrest is available. So I click on check. So you see that it's already taken. Can you see that? CryptoCrest is already taken. And you can also know who is using a particular domain name with what we call the whois. So I can copy that domain name. Now go to whois.com. I see a particular domain name. I can put the information right here and I can click whois. And I will see who is using that domain name. Can you see that this domain name was purchased year 2020, March 18. Can you see that? So the whois is a very, very good tool for you to know a particular domain name, information about a particular domain name, who has the domain name, when was the domain name purchased, and all of that. So if I want to investigate Facebook now, I can just come here and say facebook.com and I do whois of Facebook. Can you see that? So facebook.com, was purchased 1997, March 29. Can you see that? So sometimes most of these websites that you see on the internet, you can just look at the whois, know when the domain name was purchased, who is the name person that purchased the domain name. So you see that domain admin, its organization is Facebook, and this is their street, and this is their location. Can you see that? So the whois to allow you to actually check who purchased the domain name, when the domain name was purchased, and when the domain name is likely to expire. So you see this one is expiring 2031. It means Facebook have paid for more than 10 years for this particular domain. So also when you purchase the domain name, your own information actually will also be seen like this. Though there's what we call whois privacy. So it's one of the things that we untick when we are creating our domain name, called whois privacy. Let me show you here. Read monthly. So some of them, I don't want to make this video very long, hosting privacy domain name. So some of them have what we call hosting privacy, and you can just tick that, and the information of that domain name will not be available. So like I advise you also, instead of troubling yourself with all of it, use the fake name generator. If you are designing a site for a client that you do not trust the source of the kind of site that he wants, so you can also use fake name generator to generate a name that you use to register that particular domain. So in our next video, we are going to dive into how to log into our cPanel and how to start working from our cPanel.